My name is Kieran Thompson and I am the International Business Manager at Canterbury Christ Church University. I graduated from Christ Church in 2015 and have also spent a year abroad in Canada as part of my degree. I've been working for the university ever since and I'm really excited to be able to give you some more information that will hopefully encourage you to come and spend some time with us. As a former exchange student myself, I understand that this can be both exciting and scary, but I'll be here to guide you through the process and support you during your time here. This presentation should cover a lot of the information requested by your home institution. I'll begin by giving you some information about the university itself and Canterbury, along with specific information about our Canterbury campus. I'll give you an introduction into the British Studies Semester Programme, which is our inbound study abroad programme that you'll belong to whilst you're here. I'll go over some of our accommodation options, let you know what is required to have your application considered, and finish with a little bit of information on affordability. I've put my email address at the end of this presentation if you have any questions that haven't been covered. I thought I would start with a little bit about the location of our university. The university has two campuses located at Canterbury and Medway, and a centre based in Tunbridge Wells. All of our locations are in the county of Kent, in the southeast of England. Our Canterbury campus is at the heart of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, occupying part of the same ground as St Augustine's original abbey. Our vibrant Medway campus on the Chatham Maritime site, which we share with the Universities of Kent and Greenwich, specialises in health and education courses, and is home to an Institute of Medical Sciences. Our Salomons Institute for Applied Psychology is conveniently situated in the centre of Tunbridge Wells. Inbound study abroad students are based at Canterbury and will not be expected to travel between sites for classes, but may wish to explore the surrounding areas during their time with us. Canterbury is located less than an hour from London by train, which is ideal for anyone who is wanting to travel whilst they are here. It has a population of around 165,000 in total, but around 80,000 people populate the city centre, half of which are students. The city itself is especially geared towards student life and tourism, so there is plenty to do and explore in your free time, and there's always people around. As I touched upon in the first slide, Canterbury is very fortunate to be home to 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, all of which you can visit whilst you're here in Canterbury. Canterbury Cathedral is visible from almost anywhere in the city. A piece of advice that I give to students when they arrive is to always know where the cathedral is if you are struggling to get your bearings. If you do get lost, you should easily be able to find your way back to the centre of town just by following the cathedral. You can take part in worship at the cathedral whilst you are here, or you can just visit the grounds. Your student card should get you in via the side entrance, which is the one that is closest to the North Holmes Road site. St Martin's Church is England's oldest parish church that is still in continuous use, dating back to at least the 6th century. This is approximately 3 to 5 minutes walk from our main site. And finally, St Augustine's Abbey, which was a Benedictine monastery founded in 598, which functioned until its dissolution in 1538 during the English Reformation. Since 1848, part of the site has been used for educational purposes, and the ruins have been preserved for their historical value. Visitors can enter the site and view the ruins in the grounds. In previous years, if you have taken our Sights and Sights module, entry has been provided free of charge, but otherwise there is around a £9 charge per visit. There's a lot to see and do whilst you're here in Canterbury. So many of the students tell me that they've already been on a historic river tour in their first few weeks, which, for around £15 a person, takes you right through the centre of Canterbury. It is seasonal though, so if we have 10 feet of snow, please don't get your hopes up. I was told by one of my students around a year ago that we have the Canterbury Roman Museum. I still haven't had the opportunity myself to visit, even though I have lived in or around Canterbury for around 30 years. It's located down one of Canterbury's Diagon Alley-ish side streets and is about £7 for a student ticket and is supposedly well worth the visit. The Marlowe Theatre is a must visit at least once during your stay with us. Tickets range between £15 and £65 and can go higher, but with the range of shows and performances they offer, you're bound to find something that you'll enjoy. Whilst you are here, you will find plenty of places to eat and drink that cater for pretty much every diet. For example, the Veg Box Cafe have really good vegetarian and vegan options. Oscar and Bentley's are a completely gluten-free establishment, and of course, we have a Nando's. We have a lot of the chain coffee houses, for example, Starbucks, Cafe Nero's, Costa's, but we also have a lot of independent coffee shops as well that sell coffee to go, to drink in, or their own brand beans, like Garage or The Lost Sheep. The high street itself has a lot of choice, and most notably a huge Primark, which is always popular. And now on to the university itself. Our university started out as a teacher training college in 1962 in response to a national shortage of teachers. The college started with just 70 students and 9 teachers. Our first degree programme, Bachelor of Education, was launched in the early 1970s. We continued to innovate during the 1970s and 80s and began offering non-teacher training degrees in health-related professional courses. In 1995, we were awarded the power to grant our own degrees for taught courses, and our name was changed to Canterbury Christ Church University College. 10 years later, in 2005, we were awarded full university title by the Privy Council and became Canterbury Christ Church University, with the Archbishop of Canterbury installed as Chancellor. Our current Vice-Chancellor, Professor Rama Tharanamachandran, joined the university in 2013. The university itself is located right at the very heart of Canterbury, close to a major train station and around 5 to 10 minutes walk from a bus station. The building on the left is of our main campus on our North Holmes Road site, where the majority of classes take place. The building on the right is Augustine House. This is our library and where a lot of our office-based staff, including myself and the rest of the international office, are based. It's approximately a speedy 10-minute walk between the main site and library, but we have a shuttle service, although it's usually quicker to walk. We also have a university sports centre where students can engage in a wide range of activities, from basic use of the gym from around £15 a month to personal training sessions and activity classes. Students are also encouraged to join clubs and societies whilst they are with us, and are welcome to train using the facilities. It's a 5-minute walk from the main campus, and the usual opening times of 7 AM to 7 PM means you will easily be able to fit in a workout around your classes. Now for some key facts about the university. We have around 15,000 students and 1,800 members of staff. This means we have a very busy campus. As an institution, we're split into 3 faculties: Medicine, Health and Social Care, Arts, Humanities and Education, and Science, Engineering and Social Sciences. Most incoming students are predominantly based within the Arts, Humanities and Education and Science, Engineering and Social Sciences faculties. The British Studies Semester Programme sits in the Arts, Humanities and Education faculty under the School of Humanities, but students are allowed to take subjects from other schools and faculties. We encourage our inbound students to take our 2 core modules, although both are considered as optional. Depending on your home institution, you may be required to take them both, just one of them, or not required to take either. Our Divided by a Common Language course is a comparative class designed to get students to look at major similarities and differences between the US and the UK. It is taken alongside our undergraduate American Studies and History students, and includes discussions based around patriotism, national identity, religion and culture, as well as other subjects. Sights and Sights is our field trip course, in which the curriculum is built around 7 or 8 visits across the UK, and in previous years has featured a day trip to Bruges. The idea of this course is that you attend a lecture and a seminar on a Wednesday to learn about the place you will visit as a class on a Friday. In previous years, we have been to Dover, Deal and Walmer Castle, Stonehenge and Bath, the Globe Theatre, the museums in London, as well as the more local Canterbury Cathedral and St Augustine's Abbey. These trips are included in the course and will not require any extra payment. In addition to the 2 core modules, you will be expected to take at least a further 2 courses to be considered a full-time student. Students have the choice to live in a residence or stay with the host family for the duration of their stay. Usually, your home institution will guide you towards accommodation choices, but we usually have 2 or 3 residence halls on offer for our semester students, as well as the homestay option. The usual first choice for our inbound students is the Parham Road Student Village accommodation. It is £145 per week, and you can see it on the map by looking at the home symbol. It is around 15 to 20 minutes walk from main campus, which is highlighted on the map as a star symbol and located near St Augustine's Abbey, and a further 10 minutes from Augustine House, which is the other starred location. It is right next to an Asda, which is the UK equivalent of a Walmart and tends to be the most populated student residence. Petrus Court and St George's Centre are our premium options at £190 per week. They are highlighted by the two red home symbols. St George's is the one closest to Canterbury College, and Petrus Court is the one next to Augustine House, which is the closest star to Canterbury East. They're both located around 5 minutes from the main high street and are both approximately 10 minutes to main campus. All of our accommodations come with a bed and kitchen pack, so you should be set when you arrive. In terms of requirements to be met to be considered for an application, we only have a few. Firstly, you must be from one of our partner institutions. Please check with your study abroad office that they are partnered with Canterbury Christ Church University. Also, please check it's with the one in the UK. You would be surprised with how many emails I get from students looking to apply to Canterbury Christ Church in New Zealand. You must be enrolled as a full-time student at your home institution. We don't currently accept part-time inbound study abroad students, so please bear that in mind when looking to apply. You must have a formal nomination from your home institution. This confirms that they believe you're a good candidate to study abroad, and they believe that you will not struggle academically and that they are happy to work and support you. We also do require a GPA of 2.75. If you fall just short, don't worry, please talk to your coordinators, as sometimes we are able to be a little bit flexible. Here's a very rough idea of what it could cost you to come and study with us for a semester. This list doesn't include any other fees you would have to pay back home at your home institution, such as healthcare, but gives you an idea of how much money you will need to fund your time abroad. I've used the middle points of my estimations to give you an overall figure. For example, if you were coming on an exchange basis, staying at Parham Road for 14 weeks and managed to get a flight for around $760 and wanted to spend around $50 a week on food, you'd be looking at a total of around $4,320, including the taxi transfers both ways. If you were coming on a study abroad or fee-paying basis, the base cost is the same, but you would be expected to pay fees on top. These are dependent on the amount of modules you require, but you pay £4,000 for 4 modules, £5,000 for 5 modules, and £6,000 for 6 modules, but traditionally students only take around 4. On top of this, I would expect students to bring some spending money so that they can explore during the times they're not in class, but there is no set amount, and this is of course dependent on your own personal circumstances. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Canterbury Christ Church University. If you have any questions, please direct them to your study abroad office in the first instance. You may also wish to visit our website, so I've included the link here. If you wish to get in contact with me directly, please feel free. My email address is kieran.thompsit@canterbury.ac.uk. I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully welcoming you to Canterbury soon.